26 years, 1,388 wins, and best coach of the NBA for the year 2003, 2012, and 2014. This coach changed the history of his club and made them champion for the season 1999, then 2003, 2005, 2007, and 2014. By this time, you know who we are talking about. Yes, the one and only Pop of NBA, Gregg Popovich. Since 1996, he has led the San Antonio Spurs to greatness, and under his wings, he made players like Tim Duncan, a two-time MVP, Tony Parker, a Finals MVP, and Manu Ginobili, a two-time All-Star. In this video, we will tell you the story of this phenomenal coach, how he transformed the game, both on and off the court. So let's get started. In 1996, he was then the president of the team. He made a bold and risky decision. He fired the team's coach and took over the job himself. Many people thought it was a bad move, but Popovich had a plan, and he was ready to change the Spurs and the NBA forever. At first, things didn't go smoothly for Popovich. The team struggled, and some questioned if he was the right person for the job. But Popovich didn't give up. He kept working hard, building trust with his players, and sticking to his plan. And soon, everything clicked. Popovich led the Spurs to 5 NBA championships, proving he was one of the best coaches ever. He won the Coach of the Year award 3 times and became the coach with the most wins in NBA history. People now mention his name alongside legends like Phil Jackson, Red Auerbach, and Pat Riley. When the San Antonio Spurs picked Tim Duncan in 1997, they found the heart of a championship team. Duncan wasn't flashy, but he worked harder than anyone and always put the team first. This was exactly what Coach Gregg Popovich wanted, someone who believed in teamwork and never gave up. Popovich and Duncan built something special together. Pop didn't just coach Duncan, he spent time getting to know him, even visiting him in the Virgin Islands to earn his trust. Duncan listened, learned, and became a quiet leader who led by example. But Duncan wasn't the only star Popovich found. There was Tony Parker, a young point guard from France, and Manu Ginobili, a fiery player from Argentina. Neither was a big-name player at first, but under Popovich's guidance, they became stars. Tony learned how to control games and even won Finals MVP. Manu brought energy, creativity, and never gave up, no matter how tough things got. Duncan, Tony, and Manu became one of the greatest trios in basketball history. With Popovich leading them, the Spurs made the playoffs 22 years in a row and won 5 championships. But their legacy isn't just about trophies. It's about showing the world that teamwork, hard work, and respect can create something truly amazing. Gregg Popovich changed basketball forever by showing that the team always comes first. His style wasn't about one player being a superstar, it was about everyone working together. The Spurs passed the ball, played strong defense, and trusted each other. Every player had an important job, and every pass mattered. This way of playing was very different from other teams. While some, like the Miami Heat, brought in big-name players to win championships, the Spurs did it their own way. They didn't buy stars, they built them. The Spurs worked hard, stayed loyal, and showed that teamwork could beat even the most talented teams. The 2014 NBA Final was the perfect example. The Spurs played against the Miami Heat, a team with superstars like LeBron James and Dwayne Wade. But it wasn't the Heat's big names that people remembered. It was the Spurs' teamwork. They played so well together, passing and sharing the ball, that they won the series 4-1. Even Popovich called it the best basketball we've ever played. Popovich wasn't following a trend, he was creating one. He showed the NBA that great talent could come from anywhere, not just the United States. Because of this, players like Luka Doncic and Giannis Antetokounmpo, who are from other countries, are now some of the biggest names in the league. What made Popovich special wasn't just finding these players, It was how he treated them. He respected their backgrounds and created a team where everyone felt welcome. Even though they came from different places, they worked together like a family. They trusted each other and played with one goal in mind: to win as a team. For him, defense, discipline, and always being ready were the keys to success. He knew that winning wasn't about fancy plays or quick wins. It was about getting better every day. The NBA is a marathon, not a sprint, Popovich often said. This mindset kept his players strong, both in their bodies and their minds, for the biggest moments. What makes Popovich so special is the way he teaches. He's not just a coach, he's a mentor. He used creative ideas, like yoga, to help his players stay calm and flexible. He also gave powerful speeches in surprising places, like on the steps of a state capitol, to inspire his team. His lessons weren't just about basketball, they were about life. He built everything on trust. He treated every player the same, whether they were a rookie or a superstar like Tim Duncan. He held them all to the same standards. Duncan once said, "If the captain listens to the coach, the whole team will follow." This fairness and respect created a team culture where everyone worked hard and supported each other, making Popovich's Spurs a perfect example of great leadership on and off the court. Popovich's greatness isn't just about basketball. It's about how much he cares for people. While he's known for winning games, his off-the-court life is just as amazing. He spends a lot of time helping his community, especially through the San Antonio Food Bank. He doesn't just donate, he volunteers and raises money to fight hunger. Eric Cooper, the food bank's leader, said Popovich has changed lives through his support. Pop once said, "We're all rich enough, so if we don't help, we're being selfish." That's how he sees giving. It's just the right thing to do. He also helps kids through a group called Shoes That Fit. This program gives new shoes to kids who can't afford them. Pop's kindness has made so many children happy and hopeful. For him, helping others isn't a job, it's a responsibility. What makes Pop even more special is how he inspires others to give back. Many of his players, like Tim Duncan and Tony Parker, have started their own charities because of Pop's example. One coach said, "Pop didn't just coach basketball, he taught his players how to care for others." He is not just a basketball coach, he's a leader who stands up for what's right. He speaks out loudly about unfairness and inequality. Whether it's fighting against racism, fixing unfair laws, or helping people who've been treated wrongly, Popovich never stays silent. He believes that real change can only happen when people in power face the truth. Without strong leaders who understand the problem, nothing will ever change, he said, urging everyone to take action. But Popovich doesn't just talk, he takes action too. He works with groups like the Innocence Network, which helps free people who were put in jail for crimes they didn't commit. Popovich doesn't just show up, he listens to their stories and supports them. People who've seen him at these events say he cares deeply, often getting emotional when he hears about the unfairness they've faced. Gregg Popovich's impact is bigger than his 5 championships. Many of his former assistants like Mike Budenholzer and Becky Hammon now lead their own teams, following the lessons he taught them. But Popovich's legacy isn't just about winning games. It's about how you win. He always focused on teamwork, respect, and doing what's right. Winning is important, but how you win matters more, he says. His example has inspired players, coaches, and anyone who wants to be a great leader. Popovich has shown that true greatness comes from living by your values and leading with purpose. All right, that's the end of the video. If you enjoyed this story, please like, comment, and subscribe for more inspiring stories about legends who make a difference.